Hey guys, I thought I'd do a tutorial with the recent release of Rockstar Editor on consoles. Now, I'm not a pro or anything, but I think I know the basics enough to teach you guys the foundations of how to make a video. So this is just a basics video, it's nothing advanced or anything like that. And because some of this may seem extremely obvious to you, the description will feature timestamps to topics you might want to learn about, so you don't have to sit through this whole thing and find out what you're looking for. So the first thing I want to talk about is the director mode. This must be accessed through the story mode. Just press start and scroll through to the Rockstar Editor tab. And this mode is very useful for creating videos for a number of reasons. First of which, you can select almost any NPC in the game and you can just play as them. You can also press X to change their appearance for even more variety. And you can also switch characters on the fly if you need to get another character in the scene. You also have a variety of options, such as the time of day, you can choose your location, you can have your characters say stuff. If you want to dub your own voices, have them say the dialogue to have their mouths move. Remove the audio in a video editing program, and then add a desired voice. You can also change your wanted status so cops won't get in the way of your action shots. You can adjust the vehicle and pedestrian density. You can turn on invincibility as well as other fun cheats. You can also clear the area in case there are unwanted objects in the area, such as a bunch of blown up cars or something. The downfalls of this mode are that you can't have players join in and help. You have to do this by yourself. Another downside is you can't talk into your microphone to have the characters' mouths move. And lastly, some places are closed like ammunition, so to curb these obstacles, you'll probably have to go in online mode and get your necessary shots there. Now, in terms of recording footage, there are two basic methods to capture footage. The first one is action replay, which is like the Xbox recorder, which catches the last few moments of gameplay. Personally, I don't use this because it's uncertain that the game will capture everything you wanted. Manually recording is a breeze, actually. One thing I love is that you can actually cancel the recording if you're not happy with the footage, so you're not stuck with a bunch of bad shots piling up on your project size. Record time is about 1 minute per clip, I believe. You have plenty of time to record, and if your time runs up, it'll continue filming another clip right where the first one left off, so you don't need to manually start a new one. Recording will also cancel if you do specific things like die or interact with certain things in your apartment, such as, drinking whiskey or whatever. I don't know why it cancels it, but it just does, and you can't really do anything about it. To place clips and create a video, you'll need to create a project. So once you create a project, you'll be able to add clips and edit them individually. And once your project is complete, you'll be able to upload it straight to YouTube if your account is linked. To understand the editor, you'll need to know what keyframes are. And keyframes are essentially when something happens at a given point in time, such as a new camera shot. Then you can adjust options as to what you want to happen at a given keyframe. Here are some of those options. So, cameras and other options. Here you get a lot of different cameras and some decent presets. However, I personally prefer to use the free cam as it gives you the most potential. So choose free camera and then select edit camera on the bottom to fly anywhere you'd like the camera to be at a specific point in time. Until you create a new marker, this is where the camera will stay. The free camera also has a bunch of useful tools such as look at target or move with target. And look at target centers your target in the middle while keeping your camera in place. Move with target matches the speed of the entity you choose, so you don't need to chase them with the camera. Move with target is especially useful for driving scenes. So two types of mounting, you have flexible and rigid. Flexible is where the camera matches the speed of your entity but doesn't turn according to where your entity is facing. Now rigid is the opposite and will turn depending on where your target is facing. Now blending is a useful tool to know when you want to create some really interesting shots. You start off by creating a single keyframe to where you want the camera shot to begin, then scrub the timeline to where and when you want the camera to be later on the timeline. You'll need to make sure that the first marker has blend mode on. It's basically blending the camera positions into a single stream. Now there are two types of blending, linear and smooth. Linear is when the camera will move at a constant pace from the first position to the next, And smooth is when the camera will begin to move slowly, speed up, and then slow down again once it reaches your desired camera position. I'm not too entirely sure what blend easing does exactly. I see no notable difference, so I mean, use it or don't. I don't see a difference. And moving keyframes will speed up or slow down the movement of the camera, depending if they are closer or farther from each other. Now there are some personal touches that you can add to your videos. The editor allows you to input camera shakes, filters, depth of field effects, adjust the speed, add sound effects. I won't bother to explain that here because they're pretty straightforward and they're not really necessary to make videos. They're just personal preferences. And as for exporting, you have some options to export. You can export straight to YouTube as is, or you can do what I do and record directly from the editor. To remove the HUD, simply press in the right thumbstick, and then you can film with a video capture device, or even the built-in Xbox DVR. Then you can edit the footage in a video editing program, and you're done. So I hope this helped out a little. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you do happen to make GTA videos, please feel free to share them here as I'm interested in seeing them. So have a good day. See ya.